Napoleon is frequently described as a callous, power-hungry megalomaniac, a precursor and role model for Hitler, Stalin and Mussolini, not to mention a racist and misogynist. And yet, as a general, he was worshipped by his troops in a way that no other general ever has been. The Duke of Wellington once said that his presence on the battlefield alone was worth an additional 40,000 soldiers. Almost every battle he fought was against significantly higher numbers, winning more battles than Alexander the Great and Julius Caesar combined. But it wasn't all about him. Napoleon implemented judicial, educational, healthcare, currency, measurement, and social reforms that remain with us to this day, and certainly are not the hallmark of an autocratic dictator. While his politically expedient reinstitution of slavery in the West Indies is understandably unpalatable to modern tastes, the fact that he only implemented it in 1802, after the Treaty of Amiens, and later abolished it again, shows that, at worst, he was ambivalent. He was once recorded as saying that he refused to deprive blacks of the liberty obtained for them, and while in exile on St. Helena, insisted on buying the freedom of a slave owned by a British resident. Remember that the British didn't abolish slavery till 1833, and continued the horrific practice of prisoner transportation till well after that. Moreover, at a time when Jews were persecuted and restricted to ghettos all around Europe, Napoleon emancipated them, taking a significant interest in opening up their full integration into society against all prevailing norms. This at least shows him to be anything but the kind of racist he is usually depicted to be. Certainly immensely less so than any other leader at the time, besides perhaps William Wilberforce in England. Napoleon once remarked, "I will never accept any proposals that will obligate the Jewish people to leave France, because to me, the Jews are the same as any other citizen in our country." So outraged were monarchs all across the rest of Europe that the Russian Tsar condemned him as an antichrist, not because he consistently thrashed him in battle, but because he enfranchised the Jews. Moreover, he never advocated any kind of genocide, and unlike the Jacobin revolutionaries that originally motivated him, he reconciled the royalist and revolutionary factions within France during his rule, and allowed the church back in, but under signed terms that first and foremost benefited France.